What is up, guys? MJPB back again, once again. This time we are here with the new release Pokemon Shining Pearl. I'm very excited. My first ever game that I played through was Pokemon Platinum, so this is going to be very fun indeed. Um, as you can see, I have decided on the limit lock. The rules are on the side, as you can see. So just read through them. Basically, with how the encounters are going to work, I'm going to encounter a Pokemon. It's the first encounter on each route that is going to count towards the actual encounter. So I can't just go into a route and be like, I'm going to go for this Pokemon. I have to take what is the first encounter in the route, which makes it a little bit more tricky for me to build a team around. Gifts are separate, as I've mentioned. The gifts in this game are going to be a bit difficult to see if we're going to use them or not, as we'll demonstrate further on in the series. But yeah, as you can see, I am Dawn in Sinnoh games, because Dawn is the real OG in Sinnoh. It's actually quite interesting to see her without the hat, to be honest. I know that you can get the platinum outfits as mystery gifts, so I'm definitely going to be dressing up in the platinum outfit whenever I'm allowed to do that somehow. But yeah, I don't know. The game still feels a bit slow. I know I haven't got the running shoes yet, but the actual control of movements feels a bit weird to me, and the text definitely didn't feel right for a very long time. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm still excited to be playing this game. I cannot wait to put this out for you guys. I'm doing my best to drop it on release day. So yeah, we'll have to get the edits in, because this is my first layout series as well. So there's a lot more work that I'm putting into the series for Shining Pearl, which I actually quite like. I enjoyed setting out this layout, and I'm enjoying the game, to be honest. In terms of the content in the game, I'm probably going to be a little bit disappointed that there's not as much platinum content as I would have liked. I have seen a few things before actually picking up the game myself. One thing that is not to be messed around with, though, is the difficulty. Just because the experience share is on, the difficulty is still there. I've been looking at some of the boss fights, and they're going more competitive with each rematch and whatever you like. So yeah, for instance, I think Gardenia, Turtwig has a Miracle Seeds, and her Roserade has a Citrus Berry. So they're using items, and they have beneficial natures. The movesets are actually really good as well. But obviously, we are going to be starting the Shining Pearl Limitlocke with the real OG, the mascot of the channel, Turtwig. This one is actually female, so we're going to get to name one of our mascots Jade for once. If you didn't know, I do like to. I've figured out the naming system for my Turtwig. If it's male, we go for Sage, and if it's female, we go for Jade. Seems to be putting in a good bit of damage there, so hopefully we get a good nature on Turtwig. If you saw my sword type block, you'll know that I didn't really get too much good luck with when it came to natures. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll soon see. But yeah, I'm super excited to play this game, man. I want to get into the Grand Underground as soon as possible. Obviously, I'm going to be playing it myself on one of my other accounts on my Switch. I don't know if I'll run through it with Turtwig because I'm doing it Turtwig on this, but yeah, 100% want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy all of it. So yeah, with the running shoes, it feels obviously a bit quicker, but the movements still feel a bit, I don't know, sticky, I guess. Like if you get stuck behind something, then it can be difficult to sort of navigate around that at times, which is hard. But yeah, so obviously the Turtwig does not count as our Pokemon before the first gym because it is a gift Pokemon. So we are indeed going to be able to catch something else at some point. I think the most likely options are probably going to be Shinx, Starly, maybe Zubat. Zubat could be a good shout, especially if it has Leech Life early. That could be really good. Or the guaranteed Magikarp encounter with the Old Rod. Obviously, Magikarp's a Pokemon you can get if you have a Water Out available in the Old Rod, so I might hold off on that for the time being. But yeah, I haven't. Is the guidebook just like the adventure guides or notes or whatever? Like you got in like X and Y and whatever. Okay, so it's like you can check specific tips, I guess. That's kind of cool. But yeah, content-wise, this game is basically the same as the original Diamond and Pearl. Pulse game adds a little bit to it with Ravenous Park that we saw in the most recent trailer. The hat definitely looks better on there. 100%. 100% the hat looks way better on. So yeah, we got Ravenous Park, and the Grand Underground should serve as like a massive part of it. And yeah, like I said, the rematches are gonna be super good. The music is actually pretty good, considering I'd heard a lot of rumors that the music was very tin-like. It wasn't very melodic, and it didn't feel like it had improved. But I actually think that the music's really easy to the ear. I could definitely just put this on in the background, you know. So yeah, we did encounter a Shinx. I decided not to go for it because it didn't have Intimidate, and Intimidate is going to be very good. And I know that if I catch a Starly, I'm guaranteed Intimidate because I looked it up, and it goes from Keen Eye to Intimidate 100% of the time. So if the Shinx didn't have Intimidate, then I would definitely be going for the Starly or Zubat. So yeah, no Shinx for me, unfortunately, but does still give us the option of a Flying type, which is actually going to help us more after the first gym when it comes to Gardenia. We actually get multiple TMs in this game, which is quite nice because they have reverted it to the one-time use, which is a bit annoying. Gotta love the clown quest. Yeah, the one-time use is a bit annoying, but the fact that they have multiple TMs, I think I got 3 workups there, which is nice. So they've added new TMs to the game as well. I think Dazzling Gleam's a TM potentially, but they have like the normal ones. I think they swapped Silverwind for Bug Buzz. So I think from an outsider looking in, there are some elements of Renegade Platinum that have been introduced slightly, like the multiple TMs and the more competitive boss battle teams. The Pokédex is alright, but I haven't been able to figure out how to fully minimize it, not have it out all the time. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but anyway, this is our third boss battle. We are looking to unlock something for Jade, because I'm actually very worried going into this battle, but I don't think the Starly or the Chimchar actually has any stab moves that are super effective against me yet, so I think we're actually okay. The only thing that could go bad for us is if they start growling or leering. That could put us at a really big disadvantage with the fact that we only have one Pokemon. Thankfully the Starly does not do anything of the sort, but we are reasonably low at 60% health at the moment. The Chimchar actually goes for 3 straight leers in a row before hitting off this massive scrap, and it's at this point where I just have to go for the tackle. Thankfully the Chimchar goes for a leer, because otherwise the Limitlocke would have ended there. We would have had to reset. But yeah, thankfully we make it through and we managed to unlock a perk for Jade. We learned Growth, which would have been really helpful in that battle, so that was kind of annoying. But yeah, I look through the held items and TMs that I have right now and they're not particularly useful, so I decide that, especially considering that we only have one Mon right now, to get a life on Jade. But yeah, I start encountering some Pokemon. We encounter a Bidoof on Route 203, which was the route that we were just on, so I killed that. I then encounter a Bidoof on Route 201 as well, so I'm like, I swear to God, if I encounter a Bidoof in Lake Verity as well, it wouldn't have been the worst because I would have just then got Zubat instead of Starly, or maybe even gone for the Magikarp. I'm not too sure, but we do get the Starly in Lake Verity, which is very good indeed. I probably would have gone for the Zubat actually if I'd hunted the Bidoof here as well, because unfortunately the Leech Life is later on. I did check when I was prepping for it. So we get Starkoro, the Starly, and as I mentioned earlier, our luck with natures isn't the best. The modest Starly, so yeah, not the greatest. But yeah, something else in this game is that HMs are now the last 8 TMs, I believe. And then we get the Hidden Machine moves on the Pokédex, which is super useful. My only wish is that they'd expanded the Pokédex a little bit more. I think, yeah, just having the base 150, and then I know that the Grand Undergrounds improves that a little bit, but it would have been nice to sort of like experiment with different Pokemon in Sinnoh, like you were able to do in Oras and Heart Gold Soul Silver, where you could actually like evolve Pokemon into like Gen 4 Pokemon, whatever. And the fact that Sylveon's not in the game is actually quite strange to me. But it is what it is. The game overall is still fantastic. There's just a little few things that could have made it amazing. So yeah, we go in for Starcore's first battle, and I think, you know what, it's a Machop, might as well. We almost get one shot by Revenge because our defense is half Jade's. I did not realize at the time, but our defense was half of Jade's, which was very, very frightening. And I thought I'd lost Starcore straight away, and I was like, this is not going to go well at all. Yeah, Rourke somehow just punches the rock and it breaks, even though it's half the size of him. Also, I forgot to mention, in the opening scene, Barry just starts running on water. Like, what? Yeah, anyway, we go heal up before we go take on the gym. The plan is to just let Starcore stay in the back because he's not going to do anything in this battle, especially as he doesn't yet have Intimidate as well. So low defense, no Intimidate. If I send him out, he's getting absolutely destroyed. So the plan is to just sweep the entire gym with Jade. I think we do actually keep to the level cap here as well, which I didn't actually put in the rule set because well, I made the layout before the game came out, and there was still a bit of uncertainty around the leveling. So I just thought if I just get rid of the level caps, and then I should be okay because the experience isn't necessarily the best in Sinnoh. The experience share is definitely a big help because you're like on par. You're not. Yeah, I haven't really experienced being over leveled. You're definitely more sort of on par with the Pokemon in terms of boss fights. Oh Jesus. So yeah, I don't think the experience share is actually that bad as everyone thought it was going to be. And yeah, like I said, the difficulty in the boss battles is still massively hard. Like, yeah, I saw the moveset for Craniodose and I was like, if he gets one headbutt flinch, then I'm gone probably. So, or yeah, if I miss Razor Leaf once, you know? But yeah, anyway, we're fully healed because we're grass type and these are all rock and ground apart from Craniodose. So yeah, it wasn't too hard. But yeah, just to re-emphasize, listen to the music. Actually, just listen to the music. It's so good. Sinnoh, I've missed Sinnoh so much. I'm so glad that they brought out the remakes this year. Yes, the potential was huge, and they haven't quite lived up to it. But I'm so gassed. Oh jeez. But yeah, anyway, one Razor Leaf takes out the Geodude. Thankfully, it didn't have Sturdy. Turtwig is super slow, which is kind of annoying. And the Onix, annoyingly, also has Sturdy. But I know as long as I land this Razor Leaf, we should be okay. Because the potion won't fully heal up. We do manage to land the Razor Leaf and take out the Onix with an unnecessary crit. Putting us in the best position possible, really, to fight the Craniodose. Obviously, like I said, a headbutt flinch would be pretty bad right here. The ball capsule animation looked really clean as well. I didn't vibe particularly with that one. Thankfully, we don't get flinched and we don't miss Razor Leaf. And then from there on, it's quite simple to knock out a Craniodose because it has very frail defense. And only at this point do we actually go beyond the level cap. So yeah, the experience share is by no means something to be looked down upon. I don't think it actually makes the game too easy, especially if they're going to be coming up with competitive move sets, items, strategies, etc. So yeah. That was the next boss battle. So I gave Starkrow TMs because I couldn't give anything to Turbo because I'd just given him something to Jade rather than her, and I couldn't give a life because I'd just given that as well. So I picked TMs because the held items from memory weren't particularly good as you progress through the game. So I went for the TMs because I figured that the TM would be much more common. We then have our first Team Galactic encounter. It's fairly simple for Starkrow to just wing attack the Whirlpool, and then the turn after we water gun and wing attack Zubat. I decided to get rid of tackle because quick attack's the exact same damage, but I get priority, so saw no reason to delete Growl when that could potentially come in useful. You never know. And then I'm ready to progress on, but then this new person comes in, and it's actually Steve, who, if you didn't know, gives you an Eevee in this game. However, in Diamond and Pearl, you need the national dex to obtain this Eevee, and it is again the same in BDSP. We do then evolve Starly, actually in a battle in the TV station against two Pikachus, which was very, very frightening because the first paralyzed me and then put me at -6 attack, and then the second one came in and double teams before nasty blades, which was fantastic. But thankfully I got a crit Razor Leaf, which negated the -6 attack. So we got very, very lucky in that battle. You can actually unlock Mystery Gift in Jubilife TV. So if you want to do that early, because otherwise you have to wait until after you've beaten Maylene, I believe. So if you want your Mana Fee and your Platinum clothes early, I do suggest going into the Jubilife TV station. I don't think you can equip the Platinum outfit until you get to Veilstone, so maybe that's why they put it in Veilstone. If you're wanting the Mana Fee, then this is as early as you can get it after you faced Team Galactic. You just have to go up to the 3rd floor, I believe, and there's something about like Wi-Fi connection. You talk to a guy, he says, "What do you think?" and you put Wi-Fi connection. So, and it's close to hatching, so I think why not? Let's just hatch it now. Oh, Jesus. I think I've spent near odd 5-10 minutes running back and forth trying to hatch this Mana Fee egg. And this is obviously the point of contention, which I was talking about in the beginning. There are mythical Pokemon gifts, 3 of them to be precise, in the game. I don't want to use them, but if it comes to it, I will use them in the late game, especially if the difficulty ramps up. We get Naive, which is fine, I don't really mind it. What I was mad, I was like, it gets Tail Glow already, so yeah, I probably won't use it. I'll probably just leave it in the party for now. And yeah, that's going to be the end of episode 1. Game's definitely worth it. But until next time, guys, peace.